This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been, not so much a video, but I've been wanting to show people this for a while so they can understand, because it's really so hard for me to explain this to people without you seeing it. My mom's parents are hoarders, very, very much so. Her mom passed away a few months ago, and we still haven't really seen the condition of the house, so it's probably gotten even worse. This video was taken more than 15 years ago, because I know my son wasn't born yet and he's 15 now. Basically, I came home on leave when I was in the Air Force. I had a newer 8mm Sharp Handycam, and they were very adamant against video in the house. And the camera I had was one of those that had the little side thing on it that moves. So you had like the display, then you had the little side, the actual like lens over here. And so they thought it was a regular, just like digital camera, like an early digital camera. So they let me walk through the house with it without tripping. It's a mess. I know some people might look at this and go, "Well, you collect stuff. Aren't you afraid you're going to?" Like, no, I'm not. I'm not afraid of that at all. I pretty much collect things that I'm really, really super mega into. And even then, I'm kind of picky about stuff, believe it or not. Most of the stuff you see on the walls here is stuff that I've met people one-on-one and had them sign things. I don't go to every single event or do these kind of, I mean, they went to extremes to get some of the stuff they got. I mean, I go on eBay. It's a huge, huge difference. So what I'm gonna do, hopefully this works, is I'm gonna try to do, that's why I'm way over here to the side. I'm gonna try to do some picture-in-picture type stuff. And what I'm gonna do now is I've got another screen going down here. I'm gonna hit play on the video and just kind of walk you through it. So yeah, I had to get this old VCR from my parents when they came down for a visit last weekend. I knew the tape existed because I took it. We'd copied it to regular VHS, luckily. So it was sitting at my parents' or my sister's house. I can't remember which one for many years. We're kind of entering one of their rooms. As you can see, they've got pictures and stuff everywhere. They had to, and you'll see it towards the end of the video. This is going to be about 11 minutes long. So if you got stuff to do, you may want to come back. I totally get it. But I mean, there's stuff, if you just look, there's cardboard cutouts, there's pictures, there's store advertisements. And I don't mean like something like a specific product that you loved. I mean, it's just like it was in a store and they were giving it away, so we took it. Yeah, they had to clear a path for us, so that's what I was trying to get to before I got distracted. They had to clear a path to even walk up and down the stairs, and you'll get to see that. There's Melanie there walking through, there's my mom. And a lot of this that you're going to see, it's going to kind of at a wonky angle, so bear with me. I was having to carry the camera around, like holding it like this, and trying to be like sneaky as I'm walking through. Hopefully, I don't even know if you can see me or not, the way the lens is. But yeah, it was a unique experience, and I purposely cut out the audio because they rambled on about a lot of things. My mom's dad was in the Navy, and he's convinced that anything that was ever done medically or tested on a service member, he was a recipient of that. I mean, it's a lot of extremes. So yeah, I don't even know. I can't even begin to tell you who most of these people are, just because there's so many things. I mean, there's a giant. See, there's one right there. There's a Ritz advertisement. Who is that? I can't even tell who that is. And it's moving. So I'm on a small little Amazon Fire screen, but like, who needs a cutout of somebody eating Ritz? You know, there's my dad. He's probably appalled as anybody. Me and him actually had some decent banter going back and forth because we were just looking at the absurdity of all this. And you'll see here in a little while, we'll kind of trail off a little bit. But it's always been amazing to me. We didn't go to their house a lot. I was a younger guy. The last time I was over there, I mean, very, very younger guy, probably 10, 12, somewhere in there. That was the last time I was at the house prior to me being, let's say, 20 in this one. And we didn't go over there a lot, for one, because it's a hazard. But I remember the last time I was over there being such a smaller guy and just being, one, kind of amazed, because there is a lot of really like neat stuff in the house if you can look around and have the time to look at the stuff. And then there's other things that are just pure garbage. Like, say you were to go to a concert or something, and you know, the show's over, you kind of hang around afterwards, and you would go up to like the people cleaning up and be like, "Hey, can I have that towel? What do you need that towel for?" "Oh, so and so, I saw them wipe their head with it. I need that towel." And they probably work like they'd probably like slipping people money to get somebody's dirty, sweaty towel. And I mean, I've honestly got stories for days, and I'm purposely not telling them just to protect the innocent, so to speak. But this this is just one room we've been in so far, and I it's just it's a cluttered, filthy mess. I mean, and the whole time you can't hear it because she's talking, and I muted that out, but she's bragging on things to such a degree. Oh, here, look at it. Was there's no significance to it as she gets excited about it. It's just that, oh, look, here's a Beatles thing. Oh, look, here is this was signed by so and so. Like, okay, and well, it was just signed by them. Cool. That's a McDonald's napkin you had signed by I don't even know who. As we continue to look on here, I'm hoping we move a little bit because yeah, this video is getting a little bit boring for me. Just ramble on about the insanity of it, but it is hard also to kind of thinking back 15 plus years to my feelings in the house, other than just being completely and utterly shocked. Because again, when I was 10, 12, or whenever I was at the house last, I don't think I truly appreciated like the gravity of the situation and what I was witnessing. This point too, I think she was telling me about a Braille Playboy. I guess it's a novelty. I get the humor in it, but like it was like I had to see it. Like they made a point where for me to open it and touch it, and I don't know. It's just it's so weird. I guess this is turning into like a therapy session too, huh? But I don't have a whole lot of fond memories of them. When they would come to the house and they would do certain things, like they would come around for a Christmas shoot. That was like the one time a year I would see them, and they usually bombed on that. It was just like an obligation, so they'd kind of show up. And as you say, there's this house full of oddities, collectibles, toys, stuffed animals. Honestly, a lot of amazing things. Like I would love to get my shots up to date and be able to just walk through there without anybody bothering me. And it's probably going to take me a couple of days to do it, but I genuinely would love to walk through that house because I know there are some straight up buried treasures throughout there. There's a Ernest P. Worrell little toy there that it didn't even work really. And then they scolded my mom because that she didn't let go of the string quick enough or something. I mean, it was such a bizarre thing. I think we're getting to the point too where me and my dad start sneaking off and just going guerrilla warfare on the camera because because the phone's gonna ring here in a second. And how they found the phone, and someone even makes a joke about that. How they found the phone is beyond me. But they're wanting to, as well as you walk through the house, almost show you every single thing that you come across. And I don't mean, well, I guess I kind of do mean every single thing. They want to show you so many things that it would take you probably a week or two to get through the house to their satisfaction, where you see every single thing. And I don't know if they ever really walked through it and admired the stuff, ever really showed it off. I was told over the years that different news crews, film crews, whoever would want to come through occasionally and offer them money to look at it because they'd heard stories. They had additions built onto the house even for things. It's not just someone going, oh, I like Smurfs, or oh, I like pandas, or whatever your fandom is, and going, I'm going to collect a lot of things from that. No, this is just, there's that, I'm going to get it. There's that. I mean, these are people that would, when McDonald's or Hardee's or whomever would have their little promotions. This is where I think this is where he was asking me about anthrax, because he was asking if I had the shot yet, if they were still experimenting on troops. But anyway, they would go to all these different places and collect every single Happy Meal toy or Fun Meal toy or whatever meal we want to call it, just because it's collectible, because it was limited time. If that was a thing too, if it was not always available, it wasn't mass produced, even though those Happy Meal toys were, they had to have it just to say they had it. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this house that's brand new and packaged. There's probably collectors out there that would kill for some of the stuff that they've got. And again, he doesn't even know what he has. Like I said, she's gone now, and I'm sure she didn't know either. But he obviously has no clue. This is where me and Dad sneak off. we're just trying to turn light switches on as we go and trying not to trip and fall and basically kill ourselves as we go through the house. As you see, this is just stuff piled on top of other things. We hadn't even got to the good room yet. And I say the good room just because we couldn't even get in there. This is where I'm asking Dad if he can actually hit that light switch so we can turn the light switch on. And mind you, we're trying to be sneaky too. I have no idea what's in all these drawers. There's a bunch of drawers and things. Here's the room back here. It's just a giant room, literally just crammed with stuff. Floor to ceiling, no real rhyme or reason, just pile stuff, pile stuff, pile stuff, pile stuff. And as you saw, I mean, it was stacked 5-6 feet tall. It's just, here's the lack of path. They had to clear this path for us so we could even walk through there. And the house just continues like this. This is the upstairs level. There was the downstairs ground floor area where, I mean, you can't even really find a spot to sit. I don't think I really got any of that. You'll kind of see as we go through towards the end, we kind of walk through the kitchen, and I'm trying to just kind of like, again, guerrilla film as we walk through, like, hey, here's what we got. Oh my gosh, look over here. But it's nuts. It's just absolutely nuts. I don't even know if I'm going to continue rambling on because I don't know what else I can say, but I wanted people to kind of see this video, and I know it's not, again, it's not the best shot one. I think this is when we're talking about a casket that they got in Natchitoches, Texas, or she said Nacogdoches. Yeah, and ended up being, she starts asking me all these questions about Natchitoches for some reason, because I was stationed in Texas at the time. Later went to Natchitoches, so there's your answer. Yes, I have been in Natchitoches now. But yeah, they got this weird old, like, casket. I think it was like a wicker kind of, I don't know. It was bizarre. At this point too, they were asking us not to go back here and look behind the corner, which we'd already kind of done. So we're just mostly playing dumb, trying to film as much stuff as we can. Again, there's just stuff that's never been touched since they first bought it. I can't even fathom a dollar amount of things that are in this house. Even if we take raw numbers of what they purchased items for and not inflate them over time, I would journey into millions. I would honestly journey into millions, lower millions, but I would say 2 to under. And that's with no inflation, just sheer cost. I would say when we start looking into estimates of how much, here's just just stuff everywhere. There's not an inch on that refrigerator that couldn't get a magnet. There's just stuff everywhere. Shout outs to Dad. He's turning lights on as we go so we can film all this. And again, no rhyme or reason. Just here, we need this. Here, we need this. Here, we need this. Here, we need this. And yeah, it's for what? Like, you're not sharing this with anybody. Even I could see if you wanted people to enjoy it with you, to come by occasionally, you want to show it off. Yeah, so that's the house. They live in that. Well, he lives in Nashville. I'm not going to give you the area in case anybody wants to try to break in. But that's hoarding at its finest. One day, again, hopefully, maybe I can get in there and look and see some stuff, because something's going to have to be done with that house when he's long gone. And I'm curious, very curious what we'll come across, because it's holy shit, y'all. So that's my mom's parents' house in a quick glimpse, and why I don't collect every single thing in the world, and why I don't jump on every single item about something that I think is cool, because I don't want to be that ever in life. And yeah, there's a lot more to it than that, but I just want to give you an obtuse look from the outside looking in of like, holy crap, people live this way. So until next time, tomorrow's actually Thanksgiving. Hope you all enjoy your Thanksgiving. Spend time with people you love, whoever it may be. It may not be your immediate family. I can't spend time with my immediate family this year, so I'm going to a Friendsgiving to people that have become like family. And I've been doing that the last several years, and during my time in the Air Force as well. So just spend time with people you care about. Even if it's just you got to get on Skype or FaceTime, or get on the Echo Show and talk to somebody for a minute or two. Spend that time with your loved ones, and just have the best Thanksgiving you can possibly have. So until next time, I'm Panda, and I'm going to eat so many things tomorrow.